Welcome to a new episode of Lime Crime, a place where we take a look at interesting crime stories while sipping lemonade. My name is Losha, and I will take you through this mysterious story full of moral dilemmas and supernatural elements. Lay back and enjoy. In the heart of St. Petersburg, amidst the grey mist and swirling snowflakes, lived a reclusive painter named Ivan Petrov. His studio, tucked away in an ancient building, held the secrets of his mysterious artistry. Many rumors surrounded him. Some whispered he had sold his soul to the devil to gain his extraordinary talent. One winter's eve, a young man named Alexei wandered into the artist's studio, seeking shelter from the biting cold. He was mesmerized by the peculiar aura that enveloped the place, feeling as if unseen eyes were watching his every move. Inside the studio, Alexei discovered a hidden chamber, and there, veiled in shadows, stood a life-sized portrait of a hauntingly beautiful woman. Her delicate features and enigmatic smile captured Alexei's soul, leaving an indelible mark on his heart. Ivan appeared from the shadows, his eyes filled with an odd mix of pride and sorrow. He introduced the painting as Evelina and spoke of her as if she were a living, breathing being. Alexei found himself spellbound by the tale of a love that transcended time and morality. According to Ivan, Evelina had once been a real woman, the object of his infatuation. Consumed by passion, he had painted her with all his heart and soul, pouring his emotions into the canvas. But his obsession led to her tragic demise, and in the depths of despair, Ivan pleaded for a chance to undo his mistake. Legend had it that a demonic entity heard his cries and granted him a pact. Evelina's beauty and youth would be preserved forever in the painting, while Ivan himself would age and wither, cursed to carry the weight of his actions for all eternity. Alexei, both intrigued and unnerved by the story, became obsessed with unraveling the truth behind Ivan's painting and the strange occurrences within the studio. He returned day after day, studying the mesmerizing portrait and delving into the depths of Ivan's tormented mind. As time passed, Alexei's youthful exuberance began to wane, while the portrait of Evelina remained untouched by time. He couldn't resist the allure of eternal youth, and an insidious idea crept into his mind. Consumed by vanity and the desire for perpetual beauty, he hatched a plan to swap his reflection for the portraits, bargaining with Ivan for the demonic pact. Ivan, burdened by guilt and desperate for redemption, agreed to the exchange. He warned Alexei of the consequences, but the young man's reckless ambition blinded him to the impending doom. As the pact took effect, Alexei experienced euphoria like never before, gazing upon the mirror to find his youth restored and a newfound charisma radiating from his once ordinary features. He reveled in the admiration of others, finding solace in the empty praise of society. However, as weeks turned to months, a gradual change began to gnaw at his conscience. His reflection in the mirror revealed subtle signs of decay, while the portrait of Evelina seemed to take on a lifelike quality, her eyes following him with an unsettling intensity. Haunted by guilt and paranoia, Alexei fell into a state of constant anxiety, unable to escape the grasp of his own vanity. Sleep eluded him, and shadows danced in the corners of his vision, whispering chilling truths about his doomed fate. As winter turned to spring, Alexei's mental state deteriorated further, and the lines between reality and delusion blurred. He became obsessed with destroying the cursed portrait, believing that its destruction would break the demonic pact and release him from the clutches of his own vanity. In a fit of madness, he confronted Ivan, accusing him of deceit and demanding answers. But Ivan was a broken man, forever trapped in the cycle of guilt and regret. He revealed the painful truth, that no power on earth could undo the demonic pact. The only escape was to find redemption and forgiveness within oneself. Haunted by Evelina's enigmatic smile, Alexei descended into a spiral of madness and despair. The portrait, now more lifelike than ever, seemed to mock his every move. He became a recluse, shunning the world and the reflection that mocked him in the mirror. In the final throes of desperation, Alexei sought solace in the icy waters of the Neva River, hoping the cold embrace of death would release him from the curse that bound him. As he succumbed to the numbing darkness, the portrait of Evelina shivered and cracked, as if releasing a long-held breath. And so, the cursed pact claimed yet another soul, leaving behind a chilling tale of vanity, guilt, and the relentless pursuit of redemption. But the story did not end there. As years passed, the legend of Ivan Petrov and the cursed portrait of Evelina grew, shrouded in mystery and whispered in hushed tones among the city's inhabitants. Some claimed to have seen the painting's eyes flicker with life, while others swore they heard faint cries echoing from within its frame. The studio itself became an infamous place, with brave souls attempting to uncover the truth behind the enigmatic tale. But all who entered its depths were plagued by visions of their darkest desires, their guilt-ridden pasts, or their deepest regrets. One day, a renowned art collector named Viktor Kovalenko arrived in St. Petersburg, drawn by the allure of the cursed portrait. Armed with skepticism and curiosity, he sought to unravel the truth behind the legend and prove that it was nothing more than a cleverly concocted story. Victor was a man of reason, unswayed by the tales of demons and curses. He believed there must be a rational explanation behind the mysterious happenings attributed to the painting. He sought to understand Ivan Petrov's artistic technique, hoping to unveil the secrets that gave Evelina her lifelike quality. Entering the studio with unwavering determination, Victor was immediately struck by the profound aura that surrounded the place. The portrait of Evelina seemed to captivate him, drawing him in with her penetrating gaze. Day after day, Victor immersed himself in the study of Ivan's works, poring over old documents and letters and consulting experts in art history. The more he learned, the more he became convinced that there was a rational explanation for the legend. But as Victor delved deeper, he noticed subtle changes in his own reflection. Lines appeared on his once youthful face, and shadows seemed to cling to him, following his every move. Despite his rational mind, he couldn't deny the unnerving transformation he witnessed. Driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, Victor continued his quest, determined to unlock the secrets of the cursed portrait. He stumbled upon Ivan Petrov's old diaries, which chronicled the artist's descent into darkness and his plea for forgiveness. One evening, as the sun set over the Neva River, Victor sat alone in the studio, surrounded by the haunting presence of the portrait. He pondered the choices that had brought him to this point, wondering if his relentless pursuit of truth had led him down a path he could never return from. As he gazed at Evelina's captivating smile, Victor felt an overwhelming desire to know what lay beyond the confines of the painting. In a moment of reckless curiosity, he touched the edges of the canvas, hoping to uncover some hidden mechanism or illusion. To his astonishment, the painting rippled like water, and before he knew it, Victor found himself tumbling into a surreal and nightmarish realm. The world inside the painting was a twisted reflection of reality, where the line between the living and the painted blurred. Here he encountered Ivan Petrov, forever trapped in a state of torment, his guilt manifesting as grotesque creatures that haunted him endlessly. Evelina stood as an ethereal figure, a beacon of both beauty and tragedy. She whispered words of warning and sorrow, urging Victor to turn back before it was too late. But Victor's determination had brought him this far, and he pressed on, driven by a desire to understand the nature of the curse. As he ventured deeper into the painted realm, he discovered that every brushstroke held a piece of Ivan's soul, every stroke an echo of his emotions. In the heart of the painted world, Victor encountered other lost souls, all drawn to the allure of eternal youth and beauty. They were like shadows, mere echoes of their former selves, forever bound to the portrait's curse. With every step, Victor's own reflection in the mirror grew more distorted, mirroring the decay that now consumed him. He realized that the legend of the cursed painting was no mere tale, but a cautionary parable about the dangers of vanity and the pursuit of eternal youth. Haunted by the consequences of his own actions, Victor longed to escape the painted world and return to reality. But the curse held him captive, its grip tightening with every passing moment. In a moment of revelation, Victor understood the truth behind the curse. It wasn't a malevolent entity or a demonic pact that bound the souls to the painting. It was the reflection of their own guilt and vanity, manifested in the strokes of Ivan's brush. With newfound clarity, Victor made a choice to confront his own demons, to face the guilt that had driven him to seek the truth behind the legend. He sought forgiveness for his relentless pursuit of knowledge, for the vanity that had consumed him. As he embraced his own flaws and vulnerability, the painted realm began to crumble around him. The grotesque creatures that haunted Ivan Petrov faded into oblivion, and Evelina's smile turned from sorrow to serenity. With a surge of energy, Victor broke free from the confines of the painted world, returning to the studio, where reality awaited him. He looked into the mirror, no longer fearing the reflection he saw, but accepting it as a reminder of his humanity. The cursed portrait of Evelina, once an object of desire, became a poignant reminder of the dangers of vanity and the pursuit of eternal youth. Victor vowed to share the story of his journey, hoping that others might learn from his mistakes. He dedicated his life to preserving the legend of Ivan Petrov's cursed painting, not as a cautionary tale of demons and curses, but as a testament to the power of self-reflection and redemption. And so, the legend of the cursed portrait lived on, whispered in hushed tones among the city's inhabitants, but now with a deeper meaning, a reminder that the true curse lies not in the brushstrokes of a painter, but in the choices we make and the reflections we choose to confront. As for Ivan Petrov's studio, it remained a place of intrigue and mystery, drawing brave souls who sought to understand the enigmatic tale of the cursed painting. But it was Viktor Kovalenko who became the true guardian of the legend, passing it down through generations, ensuring that the story of the portrait's curse would never be forgotten. And so, the tale of Ivan Petrov's cursed painting continues to captivate the imagination, reminding us all of the dangers of vanity and the power of redemption, in a city where shadows and mysteries intertwine. The studio stands as a silent witness to the choices we make and the reflections we face in the canvas of life. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the story. What other stories would you like to see? Make sure to leave us a comment about it. Feel free to subscribe and click the notification bell button to never miss a new video. See you next time, Limes.